let alpha and beta be the roots of the equation. So this is the equation which is given to us such that 1 is greater than alpha and 1 is less than beta. Then the set of all possible values of alpha is, so these are the values which are given. Now, as I have told you, the concepts which are being used are from the syllabus, but they have been given a very, interesting shape. The first thing I need to discuss before I start this question is that uh, there are two things that you need to understand. If there is a general equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, so this is a general equation of a quadratic. This is a general quadratic equation. A is not equal to 0. A is not equal to 0. So the first thing I hope you know is that this is equation. The graph of this equation will be a parabola. So this would be a parabola. This is the first thing that you need to understand. Second thing that you need to understand is that in this equation, if A is positive, parabola opens like this. So if this is my coordinate axis, this is my y, this is my x. So if this A, the coefficient of x square is positive, then it will uh, open above. But if this A is negative, then the parabola will be shaped like this. So this is the second thing that you need to understand. And I think most of you would have understood this either when you were doing quadratic equation or when you were doing parabola in the eclipses chapter. So this is something which I'll be requiring when I do this question. Now I look at the quadratic equation and then I look carefully at this part. I understand that alpha is less than 1. So alpha and beta are the two roots of the equation. Alpha is less than 1, so 1 would be somewhere here. And beta, uh, alpha is less than 1 and beta is greater than 1, so beta would be here. Now the thing about alpha is, another thing that you need to understand about alpha is that alpha can be positive or negative. See, it can be half. Alpha can be half or it can be minus half. So this is the region where alpha would lie. And beta is greater than 1. So this would be the region where beta will rise. So this should be our understanding. This is what we should realize even before we start the question. So again, let's look at the quadratic equation. Now I see that the quadratic equation has a coefficient of x square is positive. So the parabola, it will be a parabola 1 and it will open upside. Now alpha and beta are the roots of the equation and then the set of all possible values of A is. So I have to find all the values of A. I have to find all the values of A. Now let's look at the solution. Once we have understood that this is how the question looks like, uh, let's look at the solution. Uh, Suggested is that you can pause the video, you can try to do this question, just whatever your knowledge base is, try to do the question, and only once you have tried for 5 to 10 minutes, please then only look at the solution. So let's look at the solution. So this is what is given to me. This is all that is given to me. Now this is what I was saying, that alpha is less than 1, beta is greater than 1. So we can have a situation like this where the parabola can either be uh, alpha can be negative. If alpha is negative, then alpha would be on this side, and if alpha is positive, it has alpha can lie somewhere between 0 and 1 if alpha is positive. So these are the two situations we have. This is the parabola that we have, and these are the two situations that we have. This is how it will look like. So one lies between alpha and beta. Okay. Now what I do is, uh, so this is the quadratic equation that I have. So what I do is I find the value of the function at x is equal to 1. So I'll repeat. I'll find the value of the function at x is equal to 1. Why am I doing this? Try to think, why am I doing this if you haven't been able to do the question. Uh, give yourself some time to see which path am I following. So I'm calculating the value of f of 1. So once I have calculated the value of f of 1, so this will be 5a plus 11. Now look at case 1 and case 2, and there is something beautiful which you will see which is happening in both the cases. The value of the function at f is equal to 1 is always negative. In this case also it is negative, in this case also it's negative. These are the only possible cases. So that is why my 5a plus 11 is less than 1 and a is less than minus 11 by 5. So my a would be constrained to lie in this part of the number line from minus infinity to minus 11 by 5. So my a will lie between, so this is the right choice, between minus infinity to minus 11 by 5. This is what I was trying to tell you at the beginning of the lecture, that all the things which are given, all the things that we have used to do the question, they were within the syllabus, but the shape of the concepts has completely changed, and that is why I found this very interesting question. Hope you also find it interesting, and let's go to the next question. Thanks a lot for watching, and please do like, share and subscribe, and in the comment section you will have a playlist where I am adding all the lectures, similar lectures from JEE Mains, Maths as well as Physics. Please have a look at the playlist also. So best of luck, and let's meet again.